Okay. This shows the little car we had at that time, a Volkswagen convertible. And it was called the Happy Car. The big one we had before that was an old worn out Buick, which was not a happy car. And behind the Happy Car here in the picture you saw is the little camper that we rented to go on our first family vacation now that I was part of the corporate world. The house behind that is the house we rented on Willow Glen Way in Chatham, Illinois. So here are the four of us going on vacation in that car, and I have read about a new national forest down Tennessee called Joyce Kilmer National Forest. And it said it was out in the middle of nowhere. And because it was a new one, nobody knew about it or came there yet. I read this in the newspaper. And I thought, what a great place to take this trailer and these kids and go and vacation. So there we are, packed up, just about ready to go. And the way to go seems to be to use the old blue highways, not the big interstates that are being built and whatnot, but take the back roads and stop in the little diners and have coffee and ice cream and pie and go on down there. Well, I did that. But the result was, instead of the first day's driving being about 10, 11 hours, the first day's driving was about 16 hours because we were on the back roads. And the back road from the Blue Highway into Joyce Kilmer was the rockiest piece of road I have ever tried to ride a car over. And we're doing it at night, that last maybe 8 miles into the forest. We get there, and indeed, there is nobody else around anywhere. We're the only ones. And somewhere very close to the campground, there's a very big waterfall. We can hear it. But with the light we have, we don't dare try to see it. I have the lantern just barely going for a little bit, and I'm running out of fuel. So we try to make dinner on the Coleman stove, and once again, my stupidity has crossed us, and I can't get enough flame out of the stove to cook up the meal. So we have a few bites of half-raw chicken and say to hell with it, we'll start again tomorrow. In the morning we say, we don't like it out here in the middle of nowhere with nobody, no help. We're getting out, packed up, and left, and drove underneath the Smokies, bought breakfast out, and came around up into what then was the main camping ground of the Smokies, called Chimneys. And Chimneys was full nearly all the time, all 450 camping sites or so at that time. And right there in broad daylight were bears walking through Chimneys, and they had the garbage cans set between concrete stanchions, and the bear would go up and raise back a front paw, bang, on that garbage can. The lid goes flying off. The bear would put a hind paw on this stanchion, a hind paw on that one, pull up and sift through, eat whatever garbage they wanted. So the bears didn't bother us while we were setting up. And after a while we were pretty well set up, and along comes Mother Bear and 2 of her cubs. The people closest to the bear from us started throwing rocks at the bears and yelling at the bears, which didn't seem to have much effect initially, but I was afraid they were going to hit the bear with the rock, and then there was going to be a problem. The bear, Mother Bear, and her 2 cubs, half grown, walked just across the street from us, maybe like 15 feet away. People were still yelling at them back their ways. And Robin was saying, "Go, go, Bears! Go, go, Bears!" which didn't have anything to do with the Chicago Bears. She was cheering for the bears that were there, against the people. Well, we went to bed that night, and the adults slept on the top of that trailer, that is, sort of on the bed of it, and the kids slept in the fold-down part of that. And so my 2 little sweeties are sleeping away over there, and I feel the whole little camper move, move, and shake, shake, and scratch, scratch. What in the world is big enough for move, move, shake, shake, scratch, scratch? And I get up and I try to light the Coleman lantern because it seemed like the thing that would scare a bear away. And if you've ever tried to light a Coleman lantern, when you think a bear is going to come in the door at any minute, you know it's really about as complicated as the Lunar 13 module. I finally did get it lit, and I put it out of the screen door, and nobody swatted it out of my hand. So then I stuck my head out and I looked. I had strung the cooler up from a rope harness so that the cooler was off the ground about 5 feet, the bottom of it. And looking at me over the top of the cooler, with 2 arms wrapped around the styrofoam cooler, was a big bear. And the bear saying, "So, it's mine, right?" And I'm saying, "I think I better get out of here." So I yelled, I threw something, and waved the lantern, and the bear decided, "Oh, to hell with it, there's better stuff around here," and started to wander off. By then, Judy and both kids are up, and we are now going to pack up 2 a.m. in the morning. Leave the chimneys behind. Vacation is over. We're going home, guys.